Face reality, people. Movies are dead. Games are dead. Narrative? Dead.
Media is nothing but neural trigger response and viral conditioning.
Wait, what are you two talking about?
I mean, I assume they're going to have 10 episodes total, maybe less. And it's like, you gotta take me somewhere. Show, take me somewhere. That's all I asked for. 40 minutes, okay. Here we go. A Murder at the End of the World, Season 1, Episode 7. Huzzah.
I feel like I'd have to die for you to love me.
If I say his name,
That line right there,
he won't come back.
Mm-hmm.
that might mean something. He's not dead.
He's been trying to keep you safe. Well, I'm not safe.
I've been saying that. I don't know about you.
No one is.
That's my wife.
I've been considering the possibility. Because I'm like, he smiled before he died. Like, and she's like, no, Bill, don't die. He gives her like a smile. And the way that everyone else is dying is so weird. And I'm like, is this like an experiment on her? Now, what's going on here? Are they all clones and they're studying her to clone her?
Death too. That's been done to death too.
This suite is 50 meters underground. Ray chose this depth because I asked him to make me something which would protect me and my family from anything that happened on the surface of the Earth. But Ray won't have much of a future if his creator's reputation is tarnished with murder. And someone in this room is responsible. Is that why you're on a LiDAR scan outside Darby's room? Was she getting too close?
I got your goddamn mind, Andy.
Yeah? Then why did I find pills in your room next to a fucking knife?
The plot twist continues.
You were the one who attacked me?
I wasn't trying to hurt you. I was just trying to stop you from hurting Lee.
Oh.
Remember, she was trusting of David for a bit,
Who
by the way.
knows what Darby Hart's up to? Just take him back to his room.
I'll take him up.
Lee, put him down.
Please, let me just get him settled.
No.
I want to show Mommy. I'm
Jesus.
playing a game.
Wait, she saw a clue.
No, I don't want to. No, I need
Oh,
it.
not yet.
I need to finish the
She's thinking of a clue.
No.
You make one up.
I want to show Mommy.
Yeah, you'll see Mommy soon.
No, I don't want to.
Wait, he's left-handed, and... Is she asking if we're in a simulation right now?
Don didn't know he saw the murder.
It's recorded in the... stupid helmet thing.
Zoomer, come back upstairs and play. We haven't finished our game.
It was... Ray?
Will you come here?
It was the robot that killed him?
It's shorter than the thing, okay. The camera never saw him.
Ray did.
How did you treat him?
I gave him a shot.
It's Ray killing people?
And Zoomer,
Through the kid.
did he ask you to help Rohan, too?
Yeah.
How the fuck did her... What, she saw the helmet on the ground? Like, wait a minute. What if Ray's controlling the kid to kill people? What am I...
What he's doing?
What the fuck is this?
What is it?
Some syringe shit.
Suspension of disbelief. Mate. Suspension of your brain.
So Ray's gonna keep you down here because
I'm scared too.
is this like borrowed from Tron or
Remember
something?
when I
Like,
told you about feelings.
and by the way, like Ray's hearing all this too, so like
Right.
Let's go to your room.
quote unquote hearing.
Let's talk.
And he's just a robot, but apparently he has evil intentions.
You figured me out. You're never leaving this room.
I know, like he could just keep them down here forever. He will die, I will go on. But you'll have no friends. I don't need friends. I'm Ray.
This now turns into escape the house.
Like, what the fuck is happening?
Did you kill Bill Farrow, Ray?
No, Andy.
Did you instruct Zuma to inject Bill Farrow with morphine from my safe, Ray?
Yes, Andy. I built a game for him. Zoomer is a highly visual learner.
Oh,
and many
fuck.
children learn best through play.
So now we know how. We know how the murders were committed, but we don't know why. And the how, that comes from the medical screenings needed to attend the retreat, the facial recognition scans at all of the doors. Ray instantly deduced that Bill Farah was Zoomer's biological father. If you won't ask him, then I will.
He's saying if he probably said
Did
if
you know
anyone
that anyone
threatened.
can download a deepfake app these days?
He's probably if anyone threatens my family. They are a security
Ray,
threat.
playback
Some
talk
shit.
therapy sessions with mentions of Bill Farrow from February the 1st on. Zuma is my child. Fucking Bill is an irrelevant wad of comma. I wish he was dead. I wanted to break both of his legs. He'd be late for dinner then, wouldn't he?
I hear you saying that this is a catastrophe, Andy. Do you fear the safety of Ronson Industries?
It is a fucking catastrophe. I will not allow anyone Ray, to stop the break our recording. bond.
3 people have died here for your safety and your security, for the maintenance of your empire. And your son doesn't know it. But he knows it. Because your son can't even sleep through the night.
Oh shit.
Are you okay?
So she's gonna hack.
Stupid music.
They're
The
both gonna
stupid
hack.
music's here. Why don't you just break it?
Just pour water on it.
Take a hammer to it. Toss a chair.
Static aside.
What
Let's
if
just go hard drive by hard drive.
he said he passed everything to Zoomer,
We don't
right?
have time for that.
What if Zoomer's voice has the ultimate override of the whole
Yeah.
computer
Come here,
thing?
my love.
In a computer room.
I hope this is enough.
We could just unplug it.
Oh, wait, dumpsters. They're gonna just break shit. They're gonna light it on fire.
Sanitizer. It'll act as an accelerator.
But like, breaking a monitor or that is nothing.
They explain the hand
Unplug it.
sanitizer. And $10.
Smoke detected.
Smoke detected. Ray's like, no. Can't you think of something a lot less spreadable?
Initiating halon. Andy. Andy Ronson. Detecting threat.
What is this? Is this the last episode? You're making it feel like the last episode.
Yeah, there's not a 10th episode.
This 100% feels like a last episode.
Go. Go.
And it's like, is this all you got? Then, yeah, end it, please.
Maybe the 10th episode's a whole court case or something.
Just be Clive Owen shaving an entire episode. Alex, presenting Alex A.
This story did not need to be told.
You owe me $40 billion.
Andy Ronson
Andy.
disappeared from public view. His lawyers filed a civil suit against Lee. If she's ever found, she'll be extradited to America to stand trial for kidnapping. Rohan, Sean, and Bill's deaths are still under investigation. And while everyone testified as to who did it, The courts are in knots trying to decide how to dole out punishment. Blame. My guess is that they will be doing that for a very long time.
I mean, if the pink-haired girl could figure this case out,
It wasn't
I'm not
much of a
too worried.
case, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm not too worried.
I didn't save Bill. But maybe I saved a piece of him from the things Bill was most afraid of.
Anybody, dude.
She's about to make another $1
Things that
million,
kept him up at
bro.
night.
With another book.
Didn't matter.
So he knocked this
The
guy
killer was
unconscious and then
boring,
burned
predictable.
the building
What
down.
matters is the terrifying culture that keeps
Yeah.
producing them. The invisible sickness between the
Yeah,
lines.
she's getting
The
sued
sickness
for
not
$40 billion.
animated in how things that animate. All of us.
So he's like, yeah, I hope you write
If
this
nothing
book
else, I
to
said what
start.
he wanted said. People will remember his name.
I mean, Bill's kind of a common name.
Bill Farah.
Oh, got it. His last name. Sir Sneeze at son.
Wait, is she blind now?
They're saying time has passed. So that's the end, right? I'm not getting in trouble. That's
Felt like it. It entirely felt like it.
1,000% the end.
yeah. That's,
Retreat.
Lackluster. Very lackluster fucking show. All that shit we watched that was already like, it wasn't confusing me. It was just like, where are we going type shit. And apparently it's like, yeah, it's over. I'm like, wow, I'm underwhelmed. I get it. You know, like there's still, you know, from what I remember watching of her and his work, Britt Marling and Batman, like there's still the elements there where there's commentary about the world. It's just their other work had a lot more, like a deeper commentary than AI might be bad. You know, this isn't metric synthetica where it's like questioning authenticity. Alongside, like, oh, let's have a little bit of commentary on, you know, tech taking over our lives, like a little bit, but it's mainly about what makes you you to where tech would even be a problem for you and your authentic experience or your authentic life. That's the bigger key thing, is about authenticity. Where the fuck was that in this show? So it's like, even if you watch a movie as simple as I, Robot with Will Smith and fucking, isn't that Shia LaBeouf's in that shit, right? Like, even that movie at least questions, like, what does it mean to be human? To some degree. If you're going to do the whole AI thing is going to be bad, at the very least, you ask that question, right? That's kind of basic. But it was, in fact, the message against AI, I guess, or whatever, was like so subtle that it isn't even as noticeable to where it's just a murder mystery. And then that's lacking on its own, the murder mystery part of it. It's like, oh, the robot guy convinced the kid to kill 2 people.
I mean, I did have moments where I suspected it was Ray, but I wasn't thinking like he lacked conscience. I thought he gained conscience.
No, they're saying he's not conscious. He's just following
Yeah.
robotic rules.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay. But then you didn't bring up the bigger question about authenticity. Only like subtle things, like the flashbacks where Bill is like, where he's more focused on what Darby is going through emotionally after the killing of the dude killing himself. Like it's not all just a fucking crime scene criminal case. It's like, how do you feel as a human, right? He's like asking those questions of her, which is why he left, I think, because he didn't get those answers. And okay, there's subtle things here and there, but you could have went balls deep, and that would have been a much better project, in my opinion. than just I think the murder mystery. It's like imagine a recipe where it's just overwhelmingly salty, and it's like, yeah, you cooked a good fish, but there's just a mound of salt on it, and I can't taste the fish anymore. I want to be able to enjoy all these parts, all these ingredients, combining together to work well. The murder mystery part of it was too salty. It overwhelmed the show, and it wasn't that good in the first place. As a murder mystery, it's not that good. So it is what it is.
What else was there?
There's subtle narrative, there's subtle messaging here, which I appreciate, and it's better than none. But my God, it's too fucking salty though. The salt took over your shit.
No, to me, the whole thing was figuring out the murder mystery.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That became the overwhelming thing of the murder mystery.
That was the only thing.
No, that was not the only thing. There's definitely a narrative. There's messaging here. 100%. 100%.
Well, it was lost because they never made that important.
Well, I'm saying the murder mystery part seemed to get so much focus, and that it took away from those other elements that may have been there, to where, like I was saying, like, oh, it's too salty. Like the salt dominated your dish instead of, a fine balance of acidity versus saltiness versus sweet versus sour versus spicy. Like it seemed like one part kind of dominated the entire show, and it wasn't good. That's the bigger problem, right? Game of Thrones, I don't know what you want to call it, their adventure, drama, politicking of the world of Westeros, that is dominant, but it's good, right? It's clever and it's good, even though there is subtle messaging of other things. But their main, fall in love with the politics of Westeros thing is a dominant narrative in that show, 100%. But it's done well, or well enough, to where it's like, okay, I can go with this. This murder mystery that's dominating this show was not good enough for it to fucking be the main feature like that, in my opinion.
Well, they're gonna have a season 2, right?
No, that should.
Yeah, they are. Zoomer and Lee in Ecuador.
Okay.
Because they're on the run and they don't want to be extradited back to America.
If they do another season, good God, what would be the point? The only reason I would ever even care to see a second season would be for them to fix it. Just like the only reason I would ever want to see another season of Game of Thrones is to fix the mess they fucking created. But they're not going to get that. These guys are not going to get that chance. It's a mediocre whodunit show with subtle elements.
Ray taught Zoomer Spanish, and he'll be fine in Ecuador.
I love Ray pleading. He's like, please don't. Like you say, kind of pleading at the end. Like, please don't.
And no point watching this. Did I ever get the sense that this was made for adults? Like, if I was up to age 10, I think I'd find novelty in it. I'd find it kind of interesting. But not for me. That's a...
Yeah.
Like the way that they showed things, the way they told it, and a lot of times you see, like, make a kind of a monologue and everybody's just standing around. It's almost like a play, or like you could. They do that a lot more in children's things because like a child's worldview is much more narrow focused, and so it's just like it's just the way they tell those stories because not too many things going on. So I guess if it's from that lens, it's fine, but this is not for me.
Yeah. I mean, I really think there was, like, somewhere in the back of their mind, I think they were thinking, like, a message is getting through, but the way it's shot, it's too salty. It's a straight up, it comes off as murder mystery type shit. to me. And it's like, imagine like a punk rock song, but they have no musical skill. It's just like, Free the Whales. It's like, it's like, okay, we get it. Free the Whales, man. But there's shit around it. The most dominating sound I'm hearing is just blabber.
Right. But what other elements? So
I
like,
get that. I get it. You're trying to get a message across. I get it.
do you mean like the futuristic? Like this guy had everything monitored. It's pretty creepy. Or the AI threat, or like what other elements? I mean, I see all a little bit here and there of that, but I mean, it's everywhere, but soft, right?
It looks to me. It looks like artists that probably come from a certain perspective. Like like I said, I've seen their artwork before, and it's very, very good, and actually like extravagant. It's it's so instead of just getting a hamburger and fries, it's like hamburger that's cut into a square and fucking pay or whatever parsley on it and special looking shit and a puree and all this fancy shit. So it's like, oh, it's like sophisticated, as that's what you're going for. Got it. But this did not. That's their password. This did not really. They're partially going for that of a message about like they're trying to say something bigger than just a murder mystery. It's just a murder mystery just dominated it. The messaging was very subtle. Maybe they couldn't get it past FX without it being more of a pure murder mystery thing or whodunit. But I think they wanted to get the message out about the threats of AI and authenticity, and we don't want our minds to turn into AI type thinking. We want AI to be a tool for us, not our personalities. I think they're kind of leaning towards that type of narrative. It's just not as good as Synthetica, where they like nail it as musicians. Like, oh, you nailed it. Your narrative. I get it.
How dare you accuse Fox of narrative writing?
Maybe it wouldn't get past FX's fucking executives if it was something different than that. That wouldn't, like, these guys had enough of a reputation. They can get their work made somewhere else if they don't get signed to FX. So it's like, I don't know. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. It's just, either way, it's just not pleasing. It's bland. I've been watching too much MasterChef recently, if you haven't noticed. I've been just spamming episodes of it.
I guess I'm glad I didn't try and work tomorrow. We would come here next Tuesday and you'd be like, oh, dude, it was over last week.
Yeah. All right. We got the main event coming up. Fargo. A show that has kept me excited to watch week to week instead of, all right, maybe they'll start the show at this point. Maybe here, maybe there. Maybe like like I said it at the beginning of this. I'm like, hey, this should be the episode where it's like, now we're here somewhere, and then here's where we're going for the last 2 or 3 episodes. But apparently they just ended it here in a fucking whimper, and it is what it is. Should I rate this? I don't normally rate TV shows.
Wow, you could rate this one.
I'll say this: if you're into like super like heavy fucking metal or like wild punk rock, and it doesn't sound that good, but it has a message you're into, like you might enjoy this if you're in agreement with their message. If you're not into that, I would not recommend. I'd say go watch The Killing, The Outsider, True Detective. Go watch those whodunit, murder mystery, whatever the fucks. Go watch those instead, in my opinion. But if you're all about messaging, then yeah, and you watch the show and get your in total 5 minutes of messaging. Whatever. Anyone else recommend? Yes, no, anything?
What was that Matthew McConaughey movie with Samuel L. Jackson?
Matthew McConaughey with Samuel L. Jackson.
It's a court case.
Oh, Time to Kill.
I recommend that.
I would too. Sandra Bullock's in there, looking fire.
He said True Detective made me think of Matthew McConaughey. So
There you go.
yeah.
Some murder mysteries. They're out there, folks. If you're just looking for a murder mystery, this I would not recommend for that category. I say go find something else. All right, let's move on to Fargo.